Right now at 5:30, First Alert Weather, climate change, protecting our planet.
To deal with climate change, to deal with air pollution, you really have to understand where it's coming from.
From the top of a volcano in Hawaii to highways across the country, over the next half hour, we'll help you understand where carbon monoxide in the atmosphere comes from and how it's warming our planet. Plus, Lonnie Quinn takes us through the impact in our area and explains why we're seeing more extreme weather events.
It's a serious existential dread.
The small actions you can take now to reduce your own carbon footprint and help protect our planet for the future.
Good evening once again. I'm Maurice Dubois.
Welcome back. I'm Christine Johnson. The destructiveness of extreme weather is one of the most important stories of our time. In many cases, fire, drought, and severe storms are caused by changing climate.
We report on these devastating impacts of these events, as many of us have lived through them, but it's also important to talk about the causes. So for the next half hour, the First Alert Weather Team takes us on a journey to explain climate change and share ideas to help reduce our impact on the planet. Kicking off this journey of discovery is CBS 2's David Schechter.
We're going to the Mauna Loa Observatory, and this is where the carbon dioxide readings come from. And I'm like, I gotta go see that place.
When it comes to office views,
Thanks for having us out, man.
yeah, of course. Aiden Colton is crushing it. We visited him before a recent volcanic eruption temporarily interrupted operations up here.
It's not the easiest place to get to, as you can see.
No, it wasn't that easy.
It's not the easiest place to work. It's 11,000 foot elevation. You know, every time you take a breath of air, you're breathing in a third less oxygen.
Too much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is what drives climate change. And for the last 65 years, scientists around the world have relied on the carbon dioxide measurements taken on Mauna Loa. Aiden is the guy who takes them, and he invited us to come along.
This is the Carbon Cycle NOAA portable sampling unit. And what we're doing here...
Kind of looks like the nuclear launch codes might also be in there.
Yeah. Luckily, they're not.
Aiden's telling me the air up here is what makes this remote location so important. We're more than 11,000 feet up, far above any ground level pollution from communities below, and we're surrounded by 2,000 miles of ocean. So by the time air makes its way here, it's been blended with air from across the globe.
All right, so we'll just hold our breath, just because that's what I usually do when we get like 10 seconds. But once I close it off,
We have to hold our breath?
it's very hard to affect it, but we don't want to contaminate.
Tell me when I have to hold my breath.
So
I looked over at you and I'm like, I don't think you're gonna be able to do this. Chance. Hold your breath.
I couldn't hold it. I had to breathe.
These samples gathered once a week will be sent to a lab for analysis. There's also a tower another 140 feet up that pulls and analyzes samples 24 hours a day, determining how much carbon dioxide is in the air at such a high altitude.
You have all this research from this location. What story does it tell?
our job is to present the facts. And the fact is that carbon dioxide is increasing, and it has been increasing since we started monitoring it.
Starting in 1958, this graph of samples taken in Hawaii shows the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere rising year after year after year. Now let's go back in time by 800,000 years. By studying things like ice core samples, ocean sediment, and tree rings, scientists have a good idea how much carbon has historically been in the Earth's atmosphere. It goes up and down over time, but it's never crossed this line. And now, let's bring things back to what's happened in the last 65 years.
The CO2 in the atmosphere has never been seen this high in human history. It's harder and harder for me to speak to people like yourself and be optimistic. I want to see some change, and I want to see it start to plateau.
So we've got a lot of carbon dioxide. Now let's talk about where it's coming from.
So I think this next stop would be pretty cool. This company has figured out how to visualize carbon dioxide. Hello!
Davida Herzl is the CEO of Acclima. In Oakland, her company operates a fleet of cars outfitted with tubes and sensors that analyze the air for 14 kinds of pollution. One of them is carbon dioxide, which floats straight up into the atmosphere and can stay there for hundreds of years.
To deal with climate change, to deal with air pollution, you really have to understand where it's coming from, and you have to take local measurements to do that.
As we're driving, how many measurements are happening right now?
Right now, every single second, we're taking a measurement.
Off this hose.
Off of that, yeah, the air is getting sampled. We're moving through the streets. That enables us to pinpoint the precise location of those measurements.
There are a lot of ways that carbon dioxide gets into the air, but according to the EPA, the #1 source of carbon emissions is transportation at 27%.
I mean, you can look out the window. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, 10 trucks just in front of us right now.
Diesel trucks.
Diesel trucks. And what you're looking at here, that's the CO2 coming off of these trucks.
What she's showing me is a visualization of carbon dioxide on the streets of Oakland. The lower concentrations are purple on the side streets. The much higher yellow levels are freeways. And those things that look like skyscrapers are emissions where two highways come together. Businesses and governments use Acclima's data to identify and reduce sources of pollution.
This isn't just an invisible problem. You can now see it. It's visible. It's measurable.
And when I drive,
And when you
I
drive,
contribute.
you're contributing. You're putting CO2 into the air.
So the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has exploded, and transportation is a major contributor. But why is carbon dioxide a problem?
We're trying to get an idea of how this greenhouse effect works. How does CO2 have this power over controlling the Earth's temperature?
Dr. Eugene Cordero is a climatologist at San Jose State. We're meeting up at a science museum in Oakland, and he's going to help us understand the greenhouse effect, where carbon dioxide functions like a blanket around the Earth. He's telling me as the Earth naturally radiates heat, the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere retains some of that heat, and that's what makes the planet comfortable. His demonstration here involves a candle, a camera, and a piece of glass.
so you were kind enough to bring a candle. I also stopped and got a few candles.
Oh, cool.
Fresh lavender breeze.
Oh, that's
That one
nice.
smells pretty good.
Yeah, so we're going to have a heat source. This like represents the Earth. So the Earth gets warmed during the day by the sun, and then it gives off energy. So we have
This is
our
the heat
energy
of the
source.
Earth?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
So we have our planet right there.
Okay.
And then we have this camera, this special camera that senses infrared radiation or heat. And that's like a satellite orbiting the planet. To be honest, that's the best way to measure this greenhouse effect.
From space.
From space.
Like, is this our carbon dioxide?
Yeah, it behaves in the same way because it absorbs this particular type of radiation.
So I'm going to basically put the carbon dioxide
You're going to put this blanket of carbon dioxide
in between the Earth and the
in the
satellite in space.
Yeah.
It just disappears.
Take a closer look at the candle. The wavelengths of heat show up as white, red, and yellow. When the glass comes into frame, it shows up as solidly purple, so you can't even see the candle behind it. Dr. Cordero is saying when you add more carbon dioxide to the blanket around the Earth, our planet retains more heat.
Our natural light from the sun passes through, but then the infrared radiation on its way out
Can't get out.
can't get out. But now we have a lot more CO2 than we used to, and so our planet's temperature is going to go up. It's a great thermostat.
Now let's take another look at that graph from Hawaii. This is the line that shows carbon in the atmosphere going up and up. Now add in global average temperatures. As the carbon dioxide rises, the temperature rises too. Dr. Cordero says a large body of research shows us that is what's driving extreme events like fires, floods, and drought.
How long have we known that carbon dioxide can do something like this?
Yeah, over 100 years.
Over 100 years.
Yeah, so the CO2 and other greenhouse gases is the largest contribution to changing what our planet's like right now and making it warmer. There's other factors too, but carbon dioxide is the #1.
How worried should I be about that piece of glass?
I think this is our main social environmental challenge for humanity.
When it comes to climate change, carbon dioxide is an invisible problem. But we've seen, with a little imagination, it's not impossible to understand what it's doing up there, where it comes from, and how we have more and more in the atmosphere every year. Together, we're going to explore how changing the climate changes our world and what we can do about it. I'm David Schechter on The Dot.
A lot of really good information here. The graphics enable you to actually see it, not just talk about it.
It's a great way to explain it.
Absolutely, and it's a big issue. You can feel that it's more actionable once it's easier to understand.
Let's bring in Lonnie Quinn now. Lonnie, I know you had a chance to talk to David. How did he say all of this relates to our area?
Okay, well, look, what's taking place in California, okay, it's not just California. This is a worldwide thing that we're looking at. But from California, things are flowing in our atmosphere from west to east. It's some of the things that we get a chance to talk about. But I had a professor in college who was saying it's not just necessarily like a blanket, that carbon monoxide blanket or dioxide blanket. He also referred to it as a mirror. The heat that we generate bounces up and comes right back at us. So, look, this is an important topic to be talking about. And you heard David say the sharp increase in carbon dioxide in our environment is making for just more extremes. And that's being felt in our area and also all across the country, all across the world. David Schechter joins us now. David, thank you very much for being here. Now, we can tell from the picture behind you that you're in California, where you guys are seeing some of the impacts of carbon dioxide that you just spoke about. Can you talk us through a little bit more of the extreme weather that you're experiencing?
The weather here for the last several days has been just tons of rain, wind. There's less flooding in a lot of these neighborhoods. Trees are down, and these are the kinds of storms that are not irregular. They do happen out here, but the fact that we have more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, like we just saw in that story, makes it warmer in the atmosphere, puts more moisture up into the air, and makes these storms a little bit more, gives them more potential for heavier rain and flooding. It's sort of like steroids. If you have someone who can hit triples, and all of a sudden they're taking steroids and they can hit a home run. It didn't make a great hitter, but it made them a little bit stronger. So climate change is sort of just juicing the odds here.
And in our area, we are seeing a bump up in our extreme weather as well. Can you connect the pieces?
So the whole, the story we just watched, and thank you for everybody for watching that story with us, is the atmosphere is warmer, and so you will get those changes. You will get East Coast storms that carry more moisture. You will get hurricanes in the Gulf of Mexico that carry more moisture because there's just more water in the atmosphere, and that's what drives these heavy storms. And I think it's really, it's complicated science. It can be, but the connecting of the dots from being on top of Mauna Loa, the volcano, where they just see the carbon dioxide going up year after year after year, and you see the temperatures going up year after year after year. This is the result. We do get more extremes.
Yeah, and look, numbers don't lie. They just give us data, right? I hope everyone's takeaway is do your piece, okay? Do your little piece of it is, because, well, a lot of little changes can make a big change overall. I want to thank you for joining us here, and David, it means a lot to have you covering these stories to get the word out even more so thanks again.
Great to see you. Thank you.
All right, and coming up later in the show, my good friend and just a sharp meteorologist in his own right, Giorgio Panetta, is going to join me. He and I are going to talk about the extreme weather events right here in our area and why it looks like he and I may be arranging, or rearranging, I should say, our forecast for this winter. Guys?
Wow, that's striking. All right.
All right, guys, it's all yours. We got it coming up a little bit later.
You bet.
Also ahead, thinking about climate change can be stressful, especially on young people.
It's this feeling that just wells up. Anxiety is something that takes over your body.
We will talk to a psychologist about what you can do to reduce climate anxiety.
And there are steps you can take now to start reducing your own carbon footprint. From composting to reducing your energy use, we'll walk you through them. More and more young people say the health of our planet is causing deep concern about their futures. It's known as climate anxiety.
CBS 2's Vanessa Murdoch spoke with an expert about climate anxiety and a young woman who managed hers by taking action.
It's this feeling that just wells up in people. Something that takes over your body.
Sophia Assab shares climate anxiety started to affect her during her senior year of high school when she enrolled in a class called Global Futures Global Warming. The class examined what life would be like in 2050 and led her to ask big questions.
What am I doing? Is there going to be a future? Do I want to have kids? What am I bringing? What is this world going to look like?
We see this a lot in our practice.
Is there an age group that we see this most prevalent in?
I'm seeing a lot of anxiety focused on the climate in school age and adolescent kids.
Dr. Jamie Howard with Childmind Institute says climate anxiety has become more prevalent over the last decade and is most common in those who have generalized anxiety disorder, chronic worries about everyday things. According to the Media and Climate Change Observatory at University of Colorado Boulder, the number of television news stories on climate change or global warming increased by 85% from 2000 to 2021. Makes sense when you consider this data from Climate Central on the acceleration of billion-dollar disasters. In 2000, there were roughly 60 days between them. In 2021, just 18.
Some teenagers will say, like, why even apply to college? What's it matter?
If your child suffers from climate anxiety, Dr. Howard offers this helpful solution.
What we want to encourage kids to do is to take action.
Do something to reduce the perceived threat. In November, climate activist Greta Thunberg appeared on BBC's The One Show and says taking action worked for her.
For me, it helped do something concrete.
She started school strikes for climate. Connecting with like-minded people also helped.
Who share the same values as you, because when you're together in this struggle, then there are no limits to what you can accomplish.
Sophia Assab says that's exactly how she managed her own anxiety. In college, she co-founded a webinar series, Generation MAD, which focused on conversations about climate.
Talk about this, like just have it out in the open.
Those conversations helped her heal. Today, she works as an environmental, social, and governance consultant.
I think that knowing that I go into work every day hoping to move that forward, that gives me a lot of relief.
Pay attention to the helpers and all the progress being made, adds Dr. Howard. This will offer a sense of hope for our collective future. Vanessa Murdoch, CBS 2 News.
Protecting our planet can sound daunting, but there are steps that you can take right now to be more energy efficient and reduce carbon emissions.
CBS 2's Jesse Mitchell shows us a few simple ways to get started.
Combating the climate crisis starts in your own home. I'm here with Coastal Preservation Network President Catherine Servino. Hi, Catherine.
Jesse.
Thank you. So first, you want to keep that outside air out.
And you really want to keep those seals tight.
Right, and weatherizing your home can actually earn you tax credits.
Yeah.
To reduce your energy use inside, switching to LED light bulbs can save as much, if not more, than turning them off.
And I keep my thermostat program cooler to save money.
One of your most impactful efforts, though, Catherine, is collecting composting around the community.
Yes, it really is a passion.
Your nonprofit is dedicated to reducing food waste, but the Queens composting program is paused for their winter break right now until March. So what can your neighbors do now to start getting their composting bins ready?
Well, thankfully, we still have 200 food scrap drop-off sites throughout the city. One of them is right here in College Point in Queens, and it's the one that we helped to launch last January. And it's really so convenient for people because they can just bring their food scraps like this. You know, I'm preparing my dinner. I have all these scraps. You store them in a bag and bring them up once a week, drop them off, and they're turned into compost. Food waste comprises a third of the waste that we put into our landfills in New York City. And if we all just recycled our food scraps, we could bring them to have a new use, a new life, and not clog the landfills.
And it's as simple as just having a separate bin for your food scraps.
Exactly. When this gets full, they put it out in their brown bin that locks so the rodents can't get into it.
You too can make living green your routine. Small steps make a big difference. Jesse Mitchell, CBS 2 News.
And big storms are becoming more frequent, so being prepared is key.
Coming up next, why it's so important to take pictures and meet your neighbors. Tonight, we've been learning how carbon dioxide in the atmosphere warms our planet and leads to more extreme weather.
Lonnie is in the Weather Center with CBS 2 meteorologist and producer Giorgio Panetta to explain the challenges that this creates.
Hey, thanks very much, guys. You know, this is such an important thing for us to be talking about, and Giorgio and I talk about it in here all the time. There's no question, all right, in our opinion, okay, that the globe is warming, and we've seen some real catastrophic effects of that. But, you know, you look at, Giorgio, what's the #1 storm that comes to your head that sort of exemplifies what we're talking about?
Sandy, 2012, kind of changed the game for forecasting, and sort of, that was the first big storm that had an off-the-charts kind of forcing against physics latent heat release. That's all these big storms are, and that was the first one that kind of clued us into things are a little bit different. I mean, even sooner, closer to now, other storms.
Oh, a bunch of them. But, you know, you threw a term out there that I think people got to latch onto, which is that's all a hurricane is, all right? A hurricane, a superstorm, whatever you want to call it. It's just a heat release.
Latent heat release,
It's just a heat release. So the hotter your atmosphere is, the quicker that air can rise, the stronger the storms can get, and you've got bigger problems on your hand. And it's not just tropical systems. It's not just, you know, hurricane this, hurricane that. I mean, take a look at some average run
on the average forecast. I mean, even, okay, so Ida.
Yeah, that's a great one.
It was a little piece of energy.
Yeah.
Remember tracking it? It was a Cat 4 storm, big storm, a lot of trouble.
Faded a bunch.
Faded a bunch, and the little piece of extratropical energy that came our way, catastrophic severe weather, flooding, tornadoes in New Jersey, flooding basements, fatalities. It was extreme, and no one saw it. No model had that, Ronnie. You know what I mean? No.
And what you've got to remember is a warmer atmosphere can hold more moisture. It can just deliver more rain. And we've had flooding that's just been off the charts. Question then becomes, do you still see those cold, sharp drops in temperatures? And of course you do.
You definitely
the question is, typically you see a big sine curve where the winter gives you a big bunch of, you know, cold air, the summer gives you a big bunch of warm air. Well, we're seeing now that the summer's giving us that big warm air, right? And then it's making a big drop but a quick up again. So you'll get cold air in the wintertime, but it just doesn't last for those real long stretches, which now brings us to what do you and I see
for this winter?
This coming winter.
I mean, let's think where we've been. I remember earlier this year we talked about we had this big cold snap, and it drew up things of about 2014, 2015. Right now, we're pretty much in a snow drought. I'd have to adjust our winter outlook to say we're probably going to have less snow than average overall. It's already mid-January, and look, it doesn't mean that one storm can't give us 30
That's
inches.
the thing. That's that big drop I'm talking about, where you can see that sharp drop, and you can pick up a lot of moisture, and all of a sudden, hey, we got a 20-inch storm out there. But it's just not the prolonged effect.
It's different.
And overall, for this winter, it's performing typically how a La Nina performs. You're going to get a lot of moisture out there, but your temperatures look to be borderline, so it's not going to all be snow, and you get some rain mixed in. And thus far, measurable snow so far? 0 in New York City. We should have about 7 inches, right?
About 7 inches as of today.
All right, guys, that is the way that we see things here in the Weather Center. Again, this is a conversation that goes on with you and me.
We're going to continue talking once the camera
I'm
stops.
so excited that we've got this segment that we're doing, because it needs to be a conversation outside of this office.
And we absolutely appreciate the opportunity to talk about these things that are going to have an effect moving forward, for sure.
And with the frequency and intensity of these damaging storms on the rise, John Elliott now has some common sense steps that we need to take to be prepared.
The new year is a time for resolutions. And with every passing year bringing more violent storms, here are some weather resolutions I really think we all need to make and keep. Know your risk, reduce your risk, update your insurance, have a plan, and meet your neighbors. Get in the habit of taking lots of pictures. This garage was recently flooded, and the before, during, and after pictures the owner took of the damage will help him as he deals with the insurance company. If you rent, make sure your renter's insurance is comprehensive, and you might want to consider upping the comprehensive coverage on your car. That's what covers flood damage. Keep all those insurance and other documents sealed and dry, and make sure you can find them fast. And don't forget to plan for your pets, and take advantage of those dog walks and dog-free walks to meet your neighbors. Knowing the names and numbers of those nearby will help you help them, and vice versa. Intense storms are never easy to deal with, but knowing your risk and having a personal plan can help you weather the storm and then make your life easier after the storm. In West Essex, this is John Elliott, CBS 2 News.
Thanks so much for watching our First Alert Weather Climate Change Special. For more information on any of the topics we discussed and what you can do to help protect our planet, visit cbsnewyork.com. I'm Maurice Dubois.
And I'm Christine Johnson. The news at 6 starts right now.